Morning, folks. Hope it's not too windy and that you can hear me okay. But as this is a walk and talk, it's going to be, as usual, unedited and rough round the edges and all that kind of stuff. I don't get away with not editing when I do some of the archery videos. It's impossible. I thought I could get away with it. I can't. I have to cut bits and put them together and all so that they match. So my hand is forced a little bit, but that's okay. That's alright. I don't mind a little bit. What I want to talk about today is, I suppose it starts with a question. And that question would be, what is the difference between you and a rich person? Now, if you happen to be watching this and you're rich, not for you. This is for those of us who aren't rich. But what is the difference? So, I'll start with myself. I'm out here now. It's a Saturday morning. I'm out walking me dogs. As always, I'll show you the lads. I tried to show you the dogs there, as I normally do. And the camera started doing mad things. Started pointing up and down and not cooperating, and I don't understand why. And I'm not going to try and figure it out. So I just stopped it and started it again. And on this camera, you actually can't pause it when you're videoing yourself, which is strange. This is a decent little camera, but you have to stop it and start another one. So talk about editing. Again, my hand is forced and I'll have to put these two bits together. The first bit and where I stopped it, and now this bit. That's alright. But anyway, yeah. Out here walking, right, with my two dogs. Don't know if you can see what I'm wearing. Have a fleece on because it's not too cold. And I am going somewhere with this. The difference between me and a rich person is, one, if a rich person is doing this exact same thing as I am, then the fleece that he's wearing might have cost him 150 quid. I got this for, I think it was a tenner off Vinted. And it's good quality. It keeps me warm and it does the trick. That's all I needed to do. I don't know what somebody who pays extravagant money for something like this, I don't know what they needed to do. But I'm pretty sure it does the same thing. I'd say the leads they have attached to their dogs, I'm not going to try and show you them because the last time I pointed it at the dogs just a couple of minutes ago, the fucking thing, camera messed up on me. So the leads on attached to their dogs that they're holding also probably cost stupid money. Mine didn't. I actually paid a fair few quid for mine, as it happens, because these are, my two dogs are units. You've probably seen them in the other videos there. They're proper units, so they need good strong leads. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is, I didn't go to some boutique dog accessory shop that sell branded leads and harnesses. You know, my house, my home that I'm gonna go back to is exactly that. It's my home. And it fits us like a glove, and it's cozy and it's comfortable, and it's actually quite small. But that suits us. And we didn't pay stupid money for it. And the difference between that and a wealthy person's house is that their house probably has 10 or 15 rooms in it. And do they use them all? No. No, they don't. And I can tell you somewhat from experience that that's the case. Because me and my wife's job takes us into some of these types of houses sometimes, where they're big and they're fancy. And you know that some of these rooms aren't touched. So the difference between the car I drive and the car they drive is that theirs probably costs the same as I paid for my house. But it still only gets them from A to B the exact same way mine does. So and for me personally, those differences do not really matter. They don't mean anything to me. I think they mean something to some people. They want to have the brands, they want to have the shiny big cars, they want to be able to say that they paid 50 grand for that car. They want to be able to say that they have a mortgage for $500,000. You know, well, actually $500,000 for a mortgage these days in Ireland, in some parts of Ireland, in the cities, $500,000 is fairly average for an fairly average house. But you know, they like the appearance it gives off, like how it makes them feel, and that's okay as well. I don't envy these people. I'm trying not to be too judgmental about them. I'm just saying I don't crave that stuff. It's the simple things for me, the comfortable things, the nice things. And whether you're rich or just normal, doesn't matter what the price of the plate is that you're eating your food off. It doesn't matter to me. And if anybody's watching, especially my two sons, who are going to be going through the various stages of life where materialism, as we all know, becomes a big part of life, then my message is, don't get caught in that trap, because it is a trap. don't fall under the spell that you have to have an expensive house, an expensive car, expensive clothes, and you have to be able to say to people that that's what you have. You don't. Life is for living. It's not for displaying brands. And my experience of people is I've seen enough people in my time that consume themselves with consumption, if that makes sense. With consuming and saving and sacrificing other stuff in life so that they can have the best of whatever it is they're looking for. And I'll explain that a little bit. Let's say you see a car and you think, I would love that, but it costs 40 grand. Crazy money for a car, in my opinion. And you set yourself out a goal to save and save and save and save. Now, if you get to that point where you're able to afford it, most people, they get to a point where they're able to afford the finance terms for paying it off each month. Let's be honest here. It's a car, and 2 or 3 weeks down the line, when the nice new car smell has gone off it, and the seats don't feel brand new anymore, and the sounds of the doors closing doesn't sound brand new anymore, and everything about it that you love, when you get it and you think it's the best car you've ever had and it's the best car you're ever going to have, in a few weeks' time you're just sitting in traffic going to work to pay for that car. And you might get a glance off other people who like the look of it, but to be quite honest, most people are sat in their cars just waiting for the traffic to move and hoping it moves so that they're not late for work, so they can go and earn their money too. That's life. That's reality. So what have you sacrificed to save that money or put yourself in a position where you can take out finance on a car? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm getting at? You know, there are other things you could work for. There are other goals you could set that don't cost the earth, or that if you do save, that you could do for you and your family with that money. Because it's all about money, isn't it? You know, and I suppose my main point is the measure of success and progress and achievement is not always what you have, and it's not what you don't have. And by what you have, I mean what you can afford. I'm kind of rambling now. What I mean is, the measure of success is not how shiny the fucking car is outside or how fast it goes, or how many rooms your house has got, or the fact that you got the most expensive dining room table and chairs from wherever, and that your clothes have such and such a brand on them, and what have you sacrificed to get there? You know, I keep it quite simple, and I've always kept life so simple. I've never been the type of person that has thought I must go to college or university, I must get this qualification so I can get the best job in whatever, so I can get the highest salary, so I can have this and I can have that. Because ask yourself the question, would you do what you're doing for free? Take any rocket scientist, doctor, brain surgeon, whatever, is really well paid jobs, and ask them, would you do this for free? Our answer is no, they wouldn't. So what's in it for them? Money. They want as much money as they can get, and for some people that's all it comes down to. That's all they want to do, get as much money as possible. But it's just so you can buy stuff, it's just so you can get stuff, you know. But what are you sacrificing for that? For a lot of these top earners, now there's a fella on a bike going to come down here now, come flying past, so I'm going to have to move in. But I'm not going to stop the video, I'm going to keep it going, because I can't be bothered trying to configure it. So I'm just going to move in here now. Morning.
How are we doing?
It's all for money. But what are you sacrificing? Do you have a life? Do you have time? If you have a family, do you get to see your family? Or are you working? Are you bogged down with work in whatever shape or form? Even when you're at home. I've seen these people. Work is never far away. It's like their lives are saturated by being busy and being in that work mode. They very rarely get, other than some weekends, the odd holiday here and there. You have to ask yourself, is that really living? It's not for me. I'm not judging people who live that kind of life and want to live that kind of life. Off you go. If that's what suits you, off you go. If you like the thoughts of having lots and lots of money in the bank, yeah, it's financial security, and that's great. Good for you, fair play to you, nice one. But do you have a life whereby you can enjoy that wealth? Having wealth is one thing, but are you able to make you and your family's life better? So, the difference between somebody working in a factory, a warehouse, a supermarket, a fast food cafe, and somebody who is working in a high powered, high end sort of job, you know the ones I'm talking about, is is the difference between you and them and me and them is the price we pay, the cost of things we buy and the cost of things they buy. That's the difference. And my goal, and a goal I would like to see for my sons, and I'd like to see a lot more people kind of reaching for, is good health, to be content in life, to be happy with your lot, to not always keep wanting more and more and bigger and bigger, better and better, to know when enough is enough, to have what you need, to be happy with that. That's what I think a good goal in life is to achieve. And you know, I suppose it's up to you, isn't it? But don't destroy yourself, don't sacrifice yourself, don't destroy your physical health, and especially don't destroy your mental health in trying to achieve bigger and better all the time. Be careful, stay grounded. See you later.